Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the last virtue in this virtue series. The past 7 weeks we've learned about the different virtues, and today is justice. Justice is a cardinal virtue that consists of a constant and firm will to give your due to God and to others. So Jesus gives us the 2 great commandments: love God and love your neighbor. To do that, we must be just. We must be practicing that virtue. So no, I'm not talking about necessarily our laws in the United States that are supposed to promote justice and don't always do so. I'm talking about justice through God. God is just, always. So it's constant. How do we teach that to children? Well, think about gratitude, generosity, respectfulness, obedience, piety. Those are all virtues that flow from the big virtue of justice. So when you're working with your children, some simple things that you could do is when you're teaching them how to play a game, teach them to play by the rules. If they're telling a story and maybe they're exaggerating a little bit, not being totally honest, say, well, that sounds like a really great made up story. I love your imagination. Make sure you tell people that you're making up a story before you tell that. There's nothing wrong with having a great imagination, but make sure that they know the difference between telling the truth and telling a lie. We don't want them to just make up stories everywhere they go. So being honest is a very big one. Being grateful, thank you for this, and pleases, and using your manners. So those are great ways that you could teach justice to your children. Another way is practicing the corporal works of mercy. So feed the hungry. I'm going to look over here so I don't mess them up. Feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty, clothe the naked, visit the imprisoned, shelter the homeless, visit the sick, bury the dead. Now, I'm not saying that you should take your kid to the prisons and visit the prisons, but I am saying that you could pray for people that are in prison, and you could visit nursing homes or visit somebody in your family who maybe is sick, or make them soup, do different things like that. Burying the dead. Maybe your children are old enough to go to a funeral yet, but you can pray for people who have died. You can make sure that you're honoring their souls through prayer, and talk to the kids when you go to church and light a candle for somebody. So those are just simple ways. If you would like more, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I'd be happy to give you some simple ways to do the corporal works of mercy with your children. Otherwise, if you look up, there's tons of resources online. Practice justice in everything that you do every day, and don't forget to teach your kids those basic things day in and day out, and don't give up on it. I know it's hard to stick with those parenting techniques, but it's worth it. So have a great week, and good luck.